Hi everyone, welcome to the video. Today we're here to react to some Honkai Star Rail trailers. This time the Myriad Celestia trailers from Honkai Star Rail for the first time. I've never seen these trailers before. This is going to be my first time reacting to them. So yeah, I'm super excited to dive into these trailers, man. But yeah, with that said, quick introduction to myself. I'm Noctis, Kyrios, our cowboy assassin from Cyberpunk Future, who is also a singer and who's at your service. And yeah, this is going to be my first time reacting to it. So yeah, with that said, let's dive in with the first Myriad Celestia trailer called The Jepella Rebellion, Scene 47. Okay, that's a title, but let's see what this has got.
Kafka, Stellaron Hunter.
Okay,
How
you're
do
facing
you
Kafka,
plead?
okay.
The crimes you have committed are beyond pardon, but the Jepella Brotherhood respects every individual's entitlement to the afterlife. Admit your guilt and embrace your punishment.
I'm listening.
How do the Stellaron
Bro, what?
Hunters plead to the following accusations?
Why the hell do they have animal heads?
You breached the premises of the Tatooine Universal Auction, manipulated the guests, decimated the artistic treasures under the gaze of a devout audience, inflicted monetary damage amounting to over 860 billion credits, and absconded with the auction item. How do you plead?
Guilty as charged, but not a devout audience.
You infiltrated the cyber prison of Inupis, stole the Sigma Rod to deactivate the firewall, allowing a flood of data demons to enter reality, consequently propelling the world towards a judgment day, all in order to take the meta code. How do you plead?
I admit it, but those data demons deserve a taste of freedom.
You violated the ring world
Damn,
conduct,
so she's
disseminated
basically
the
a
philosopher's
criminal.
poison virus across all colonies, causing 46 million inorganic entities to turn into rampant machines, and stole the steel core from Golconda's point of gravitational equilibrium, silencing the entire world. How do you plead?
Oh? Sounds like a page out of the Jepella Brotherhood's playbook. But sure, we took the thing.
The Trovis disappearance. The Lore 51 Stellaron event. Cyber attacks against planet Scrulum. The Pierpoint incursion. And so on. A total of 46 criminal cases. Do you admit that all these malicious incidents were the work
Goddamn,
of the
46?
Stellaron Hunters?
Bro, what?
If you ask me, it seems like the Annihilation Gang has their fingers in quite a few of these pies. But I confess, it seems you forgot one though. The Jepella Rebellion.
The Annihilation Gang, huh? That's the second time this was brought up. Okay. Oh, damn, the music changed too? Okay. Okay. Bro, those cars. Okay, damn. Oh, shit. Yo,
really
Sam?
Stop playing with your food, Kafka.
I know. Next time. This time, it's already too late.
Oh, Blade and Silverwolf too? Okay. Huh. Damn, okay. Well, damn, alright, okay. Wow. Was not expecting that. Out of all of that, was not expecting that. I'm guessing this... Okay, I'm assuming all of these Myriad Celestia trailers are basically going to be focused more so on the lore of these characters. And just the lore of the world as well. Is what I'm going to assume. And what it seems like. Right off the rip. But yeah. Overall, man, just great stuff. And interesting, huh? So So the Stellaron Hunters, so-called Stellaron Hunters, are considered criminals, eh? Okay. And they seem to have a SAM unit, and Silverwolf and Blade also seem to be part of the same group, huh? And it seems like also that Kafka is also the leader of these hunters, huh? I wonder what they're actually hunting, though. And what the Stellaron thing is, as well. Oh yeah, quick disclaimer, please. Do not spoil that. That was a rhetorical question. Please, if they explain that in the game, please do not spoil it. That was effectively a rhetorical question. So please, I plan on playing this game like at some point. So please do not spoil it. Yeah. Rhetorical question. But yeah. Overall, man, just great stuff, dude. That was honestly awesome. And I actually quite liked it. The animation style is actually pretty interesting as well. Almost very much, almost visual novel-esque in a sense. Or like comic book-esque in a sense. With the images as well. With the animated live 2D images as well. And just, yeah. And the music was great as well, man. Just brilliant stuff. Like, I love how it was very much at the beginning here. Like, here.
Pardon, but the Jepella Brotherhood respects every individual's entitlement to the afterlife. Admit your guilt and embrace your punishment.
I'm listening.
Like there, yeah, there. Like it was the music was very subdued, very calm as well. Just very with a hint of judgment and stuff like that. But I love how when the music really does start to pick up, when she really breaks out, here.
No.
The change
the
here.
Jepella Rebellion.
Yeah, I love how from the beginning, how very contrasting it is from like the beginning, where it is very much focused on the orchestra at the beginning, and then when she breaks out, more modern instrumentation and elements are introduced with the drums and the synthesizers in there mixing with the orchestra as well, man. Just great stuff. But yeah, interesting stuff. Huh. That's interesting. The way this is presented. But yeah. With that said, let's move on to the next trailer. Alright, here we are with the next trailer, which is Fables About the Stars Part 1. Okay, it's Part 1. I'm guessing it's split into 2 parts. Alright then. Let's check it out.
Let's make an exchange, shall we? An exchange of memories.
Oh? Huh.
I dreamed of a ray of light, of a crystal chalice. The light that shone from that crystal spoke to me. Listen to the parable of the stars. The nameless one, the pathless one, arrived from the edge of the wilderness, clad in stellar radiance. Go now, march unwaveringly into solar wind. At the end, you will return to my embrace, but march towards the light.
Okay. The destruction,
Yet that light began to burn, piercing through the clouds as a golden death. Towers crumbled, and the people fled, for the sun was soon to set and meet with
what the hell?
Destruction. But be not
hunt,
dismayed, O child of the world. The Luck's arrow will descend to purge the wicked abominations. You must follow the traces left behind in the storm's wake.
Oh, the change in music? Okay.
The Celestial One guards their secrets, plotting out the roots that connect all things. But they are silent, like a shroud of mist at the center of the universe. Listen to the silence, and you will know where the stars are resting. Let your staff strike the earth, they say.
Ooh, I love how
And again.
each seemingly faction has a different musical style. It seems
the dew
like.
that falls from their branches will rid you of sickness and poison. Blindfold your eyes, they say, that the approaching darkness may strike no fear in you. Let it not burden your soul, nor numb your stride. Push open the majestic gates, they say, and lift up the tablets of lapis. Read them aloud. Let the fire that forged the bricks and the ones that laid the walls' foundations be known. Then, they say, oh,
You who have reached the end, enter into the paradise that envelops all. Join this great choir and feast.
Oh,
Listen
yo,
to the
what?
beating of billions upon
Yo,
billions
puzzles.
of hearts,
Bro, that design is
all
crazy.
mingled in their embrace.
Look upon the courtesan's extravagance, the mariner's intemperance. Listen
Oh,
to the
okay.
infant in the mirror, the waves as they enter the dream, the tipping of the balance, the shapeless prince. And finally, measure the world against yourself and take all such things to heart. This is the path you should walk, they say. Machiavelli, depart once more. Machiavelli.
Oh,
Countless
Swan,
shooting
okay.
stars streak the sky tonight. Should you choose the right one, it will carry your wish to thousands of distant worlds.
damn. Okay, Black Swan. Okay, so she's. Oh, so she's teased this early. Okay. So she was revealed this early. Huh. Interesting, dude. Wow. So may seem pretty obvious, but I'm probably gonna guess that's basically a whole world / universe lore overview of basically all the factions and regions in the universe in this game, I'm presuming. That's what I'm gonna presume. But yeah. And what the game plans to do over the course of its lifespan with all these regions and stuff, like what they possibly look like and stuff. And just, yeah, dude, wow. And all the factions, and just, damn, that was a lot. That was a lot of lore, dude. Just damn. But yeah, I actually quite like that. That was really cool, man. That was really, really cool. A cool sort of lore overview of the world, I guess you could say. And I love I love the detail that every faction, it seems like presented in this video, seems to have their own distinct musical theme and musical theme tied to them. Like, for example, the most obvious one here is Abundance here. Like, let's take a listen.
Once and again. The tender sprouts will grow to the sky, and the dew that falls from their branches will rid you of sickness and poison. Blindfold your eyes.
Yeah, like there, as you can see, listen to it. Sounds very, very almost Middle Eastern in a sense. Like very calm Middle Eastern type of / maybe possibly, yeah, Middle Eastern, yeah. Very much Middle Eastern type of sound to it. Or at least more so Middle Eastern, with the way all of the strings and everything was played, and with the little chimes in there as well. And then in contrast with this, nihility as well, in contrast, as you can hear now.
Eyes, they say, that the approaching darkness may strike no fear in you. Let it not burden your soul, nor numb your stride.
Yeah, as you can hear there, as opposed to the earlier Abundance faction, this Nihility faction seems to be more subdued, more calm, more darker as well, has a darker tone, and more spacey as well, like has that space-like theme. Like, almost like spacefarer type of deal, like something you hear in like space-centered movies, like about, traversing space. Movies that like traverse space, like Mars or something. Or like The Martian or something like that. It very much gives off that sort of vibe and that sort of sound as well. And I just love how all of them just have that sort of unique musical identity to them as well. And just really interesting to see all the lore. And I'm gonna assume these big figures as well are sort of like the gods, I'm assuming, of these factions or something, or something that these people worship, or like some ancient deity or something that they worship. But yeah, overall, man, just good stuff, dude. That was great, man. I thoroughly enjoyed that. But yeah, it's interesting to see all of the factions, man, overall. Just, yeah. But yeah, I think with that said, let's move on to the next trailer. Alright, here we are with the next trailer, which is the History of Xianzhou, 7 Arbiter Generals. Okay. I guess we're learning some... Okay, so... I guess all of these are basically world building. So let's see.
I regret to admit it, but the Xianzhou have very few legends.
Oh, Xianzhou.
For what room is there to create legends among those who do not die? But there is one distant legend that can still be recounted. The story of the Cloud Knight Generals.
Yo, they're like glass?
It began 8,000 years ago.
Okay.
When the emperor of an ancient kingdom yearned for both legacy and immortality, he sent our Xianzhou ancestors into the astral seas. And through the boundless stellar reaches sailed great ships in isolation softly veiled. After voyaging 2,000 years, the ships discovered traces of the divine. The plague's author revealed themselves and offered an immeasurable lifespan. But the blessing was a curse.
Oh, yo, okay.
Those who exceeded their lifespan became the deathless doom.
Man, I'm loving this art style so far, dude. This is interesting. An interesting art style, for sure.
And thus the Alliance's long and peaceful years
were
lost in sickness,
what?
treachery, blood, and tears. At the very precipice of the Xianzhou's existence, the Rainbow Arbiter descended and redeemed the crumbling Alliance.
Oh, is this guy again? Okay.
Years, the Alliance voyaged the vast cosmos, purifying the universe under divine mandate. Heading the 6 ships were the vanguards of the hunt, the 7 Arbiter Generals. Behold at the Marshal's side, 6 generals of renown. Fierce and swift is Fei Xiao, the Merlin's Claw.
So she was teased this early, okay.
Strong and righteous is Hua Yan, the Flaming Heart. Cautious and sophisticated is Yao Guang, the Seer Strategist. Mighty and powerful is Xuan Chuan, the Sage Queller. Mysterious and fair is Yao Wu, the Patina Justice.
Yeah, that's sick. This is sick imagery, dude. I love it.
Wise and brave is Jing Yuan, the Divine Foresight.
Jing Yuan, okay.
The 7 Arbiter Generals wield extraordinary powers. Intelligent and visionary Jing Yuan of the Law Fu is admired by friends and feared by foes. With skillful sleight of hand, the trap was set. The Borsons soon, with crushing loss, were met.
An army must be of one heart and mind.
Hey,
skillful sleight
yo.
of hand
Oh, they changed
is
the music
use.
too. Okay.
The Cloud Knights entrusted their lives to me. I shall not fail them.
Glory to the Xianzhou! Glory to the Cloud Knights! Glory to the Xianzhou! Glory to the Cloud Knights!
Okay, damn.
Quite the story, Master Gongshu.
Oh, okay. Huh. Gongshu, okay. Huh. So Gongshu is the storyteller, huh? Okay. The narrator. Okay. Huh. So that was an introduction to, okay, huh. That was really cool. I really like that. I really like that. The art style and the way that was introduced was really cool, dude. I love that. Like, I loved how it was introduced in this sort of like glass pane, rotating glass pane thing. It looked like almost stained glass, and I really loved the art style as well. And honestly, it really kind of does remind me a bit, like this lore almost kind of reminds me a bit of like really ancient China, kind of in a sense. Especially with like the designs of everything. Especially with the design of this guy's hat and stuff. And it looks like they were effectively expansionist, I guess. Also, it seems like. And it's an interesting thing. And the music was really good as well. I liked it. Very, very much felt like, again, an sort of Asian-style orchestra. But with a bit... But I heard the synths under there as well. I love how it's very much like focusing on each like place and region now, it seems like. But yeah, overall, man, like it does seem like very much like an overview as well of like of the place as well, of the region as well. And I love that they were able to tie it into the previous trailer as well about the Fables about the stars as well, because we saw some of the gods in there as well that were like present in the last trailer. Especially, I think this lady, I think she was here. I remember her having like 4 arms. Like this lady was present, and then this guy, the archer dude, the archer centaur. Okay, yeah, I like that. I like that they called back to that as well and have their lord tied to that. Like, that's really interesting, man. I like that. And just the music was great all around, man. Just, yeah, dude, just great stuff, man. I love it. But yeah, I think with that said, let's move on to the next trailer. All right, here we are with the next trailer, which is called The History of Xianzhou, Exodus of the 5 Dragons. Okay. So I'm guessing this is lore about the dragons now.
I have traversed great lengths seeking a piece of history. The history of long the permanence.
I too know little of the progenitor of all dragons. Before the dawn of history.
Ooh, I love this ink
painted
look.
Chaos,
I love this ink painted look, man. Okay. Yeah, I definitely love this ink painted look.
The revelation of the permanence was unraveled. Then came our emergence, us, long scions.
I visited Liaris, a world encircled by 5 suns. The giant dragon sat overseeing the turning of day and night, the change of seasons, sheltering the lives within. Could the revelation of the permanence signify the timeless nature of one's greatness?
The relentless pursuit of individual immortality will only breed an unending multitude of malevolent creatures. Such is the fallacy of the plague's author.
So then does the permanence represent the continuance of bloodline? I also journeyed to the ancestral home of the Infernalian people, in the land of white embers. The undead dragon Typhon's breath showered flames on the land below, bringing forth a
dude, yo! That dragon design go hard as fuck.
Throughout countless worlds, living in solitude. In the vastness of the universe, the rise and fall of one race is of little consequence.
It is said that the Vidyadhara formed an alliance with the Xianzhou, and that 5 elders descended upon the mortal realm to keep watch over the plague moths. Perhaps the permanence is the noble ambition that ensures the safety of the universe.
Alas, Imbibitor Lunae forsook his oath, causing a state of great disorder. The High Elders too bear mortal frailties.
Oh, damn, okay.
Their heavy burdens ultimately becoming the shackles which bind them.
From your perspective, what does the permanence's revelation truly signify?
As the sun and moon rise and fall, the world undergoes continuous change. So the concept of stability is meaningless.
Oh, we're getting the names of all the dragon titles. Okay.
Lead to everlasting existence.
Yo.
Countless new creations.
Glaciator Morum goes hard. Okay.
Among the morning stars. For the Vidyadhara, this is the true teaching of the permanence. Within the cycle of life, any endpoint may mark the inception of a new journey. And for him,
oh,
this is
Dan
no
Heng,
different.
okay. Or at least maybe his ancestor. Or I'm pretty sure that's Dan Heng. Yo, okay. Damn, alright, okay. That went pretty cool. That was pretty cool. Oh, I loved that ink, like that ink painting look. Like that ink painted look. But yeah, also the music was great and it's super interesting, huh? And honestly, the dragon designs were actually pretty cool. The designs for the dragons were really cool, dude. I loved it, man. But yeah, overall, dude. Oh, that was so good. That was so good. But yeah. And the music was great as well. It very much like was fit the trailer. Especially very much like loved the sort of Asian type of orchestra and more Asian style orchestra here as well. And it's really cool that we were able to see all their titles, at least all the dragons' titles, and like what types of dragons they were as well. Because like I saw an ice dragon, and it's interesting that one abandoned their duty as well, huh? Interesting story as well. Oh, and again, this dragon's design is cool as hell. Such a cool design. Especially when you can see the spines and like that little bright ball of energy in the middle. Yo, that's such a sick design, dude. But yeah, overall, man, just great stuff, dude. Wow. That was awesome. Definitely awesome. But yeah, I think with that said, let's move on to the next trailer. Alrighty then, here we are with the next trailer, which is called Cloud Knight's Martial Doctrine on Swords. Alright, I guess we're returning to the Cloud Knights then. Let's go.
Traveling with you has stirred up my curiosity. What drove you to pick up the sword at such a young age?
Well, I suppose there's no harm in telling you. At first, it was the general's stories about the previous sword champion. He told me about her unparalleled skills, her unmatched prowess with a single
the blindfolded lady,
blade. It inspired me
okay.
that one day I could earn the title myself.
So, it was the allure of renown.
Yo,
I also
okay,
wanted
that's
to live up to
sick.
the general's expectations and repay him for the gift of his teachings. Where would I be without him?
Then you wish to forge deeper ties.
It's more than that. One day, I'll run into battle alongside my Cloud Knight comrades, defending the law.
Oh,
and
dude,
striking down
this
those
is
who threaten us,
oh, this is
putting my abilities to their rightful use.
amazing, dude. Okay.
In the end, it all comes back to fealty.
What's with all the questions, miss? Why did you choose the path of the sword?
I too was once shackled by fame and fortune, impeded by bonds and loyalty. But in the end, the sword moves beyond such notions.
Oh damn,
For
okay, the
sword is
change
just a
its
sword,
own,
an
okay.
instrument determining life and death. Nothing can tarnish its essence. Only when you've walked the fiery trail and cut through every impediment can you understand the purpose behind every swing of your sword. Do you understand now, future sword champion? I wield the sword to vanquish my enemies.
Damn, okay.
Nothing more.
Yo.
And now, our battle begins.
Ooh, ice sword? Okay. God damn, that was insane. Dude, wow. Just wow. That was great, dude. That was some great stuff, man. Wow. Like, gosh, damn. That was amazing. But yeah, overall, dude, just wow. But yeah, overall, I love the art style, man. I love the art. I love how almost all of them have like different art styles to them. Like this was great, man. Again, this really did feel like almost like a visual novel almost as well. Visual novel-esque as well, again. And just, it's interesting, like, how it almost seems like the past generation is talking to the new generation, it seems like, in a sense. And damn, like, and like, dude, the shot of her face, like, is, like, here is actually insane. With the blood red eyes is actually so sick. And just, damn, dude. And like, I love how it's very much like, and another thing I caught is that they're very much like, almost like where they were in both of their journeys, where the young, like, people / disciple of the sword is what drives him is like this sort of fame and fortune. Well, and again, as she mentioned it, she was also pursued fame and fortune as well, of course. But yeah, I love the parallels between the two. And just, wow. And it's just so cool, dude. It's almost like dude, this almost feels like, this shot here almost feels like something you would see on a metal wall or something. Like one of those, like, engravings on, like, on a wall or something like that. It almost looks like it, really. And that's so cool, dude. And I love how it starts off with a complete sheath there, but as she continues and unleashes herself, that sheath starts to break as well and forms the ice sword. And dude, that's amazing. But yeah, overall, dude, just great stuff, man. I love it. The music was great. Just everything was great, dude. But yeah, I think with that said, let's move on to probably the last and final trailer of this video. All right, here we are with the next and final trailer for this video, which is called Interastral Peace Tour, Selection, Planning, and Opportunity. All right, then. Let's see what this last one has got for us. Let's go. All right, let's see.
Hey there, you! Yes, you!
Oh, damn, okay.
The gem filled with endless potential. Hold on to your hats. The IPC's gem identification system will ensure that each and every talent you possess will be harnessed for intergalactic peace.
Bruh, very
adventure coursing through your veins.
It definitely feels very corporate, bro.
Throwing out the red carpet just for you. With the nameless Oswaldo Schneider leading the way.
Oh, damn, the music, okay.
New world will soon be a part of our expansive credit system. If you're someone who values structure and logic, our business consolidation department offers the perfect stage for you to shine. With products twinkling like a million stars, this department has created a spectacular trade network that's measured in light years. Heard of hyper-distant delivery systems and synesthesia beacons? What was once science fiction is now reality. Proudly produced by the IPC. Got an idea that's nothing short of genius? Look no further. Our technology department is waiting for you. Join us and team up with the intelligence Guild. When the glitters of fortune and title dim before the luminous path of the Amber Lord, know that the building material logistics department is the sanctuary for the most ardent of followers. Become the cornerstone of our operations. Every stone you place with precision plays a pivotal role. Grit will form the backbone of our formidable subspace barrier. If you're someone whose qualities go beyond the ordinary, unyielding in the harshest of storms, this message is for you. At the Strategic Investment Department, talent is the most precious investment of all. Origin, background, irrelevant. Diamond seeks out the unique and the extraordinary. Those who sit at the table,
okay.
Where the wealth pool.
Huh.
The Talent Motivation Department is just another division. It's a shining beacon of a power.
Robot.
Top talent deserves top perks. And that's why the Talent Motivation Department was established. Every task you undertake serves as the pioneering spark that sets Pierpoint's passion ablaze. For those seasoning their craft and still holding on to cherished dreams, our operations are as everlasting as the sway of ocean tides along the shore. Witness the traditional project department's great supervisor, Arita, ready to capture the treasures the tide unveils.
Sure, okay, buddy.
Join our ranks and climb to unparalleled heights. Shape the destinies of myriad worlds and make the history of the galaxy your very own footnote. The mighty hammer of the Amber Lord has struck. A realm of endless opportunities beckons. We're
sure.
waiting for you.
Okay, sure, buddy, sure. Yeah, okay, sure. Okay. Yeah, okay, dude. Yeah, I'm good. I think I'm good, bro. But yeah, that was pretty cool. Felt very, very corporate. It definitely felt very, very, very corporate, which is probably what the vibe they were going for. It definitely felt very corporate, especially with the art style, with the art style being very blocky, in a sense, with like and stuff like that. And the music was great too. Like the music was banging, dude. Like I loved how futuristic and like I love that they went full EDM with it. Like they went full EDM with it, man. Like that was great. And it really did feel like a corporate ad/introduction video, man. Like, hey, work for us, cause we can offer you all these benefits, man. Like, why not work for a company, dude? Like, yeah, overall, man, just great stuff. That was pretty fun and very, very, very little unsettling with how corporate it was a little bit. But yeah, and it's very interesting why this exists and who this company is. This whole diamond company thing is. All for the Amber Lord. That doesn't sound too inspiring or too great. But yeah. Wonder who this Amber Lord guy is. But yeah, damn. That was a hell of a trailer. But yeah, overall, dude. Damn, they seem to be like a very, very high-tech company, man. Like, they very much seem like a very, very big company, like an Apple or something. But yeah, overall, man, just great, great stuff. But yeah, I think with that said, we'll probably end the video here. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please drop a like on the video. And also, if you want to see more, be sure to drop a subscribe. And also, let me know what you thought of the video down in the comments below. And thank you guys again so much for watching. Remember to stay humble, be kind to people. I'll see you guys later.